As we already know, Pablo Escobar is one of the most famous criminals in the history for being the founder of the Medellin drug cartel. But he's also responsible of one of the most dangerous ecological time bombs in Colombia. In his hacienda Nápoles, he used to have a private zoo. Here, you could find a herd of hippos, three females and one male. After his murder, all the animals were distributed at different zoos across the country, except the hippos. They are pretty difficult to transport, so the authorities think that if they left there without having the necessary cares, they will die in the future. But that didn't happen. Instead, the hippos spread across the river Magdalena around 370 kilometers from where the Hacienda Nápoles is originally located, getting pretty close from where a thousand of people live. Nowadays, scientists said that in the river are between 80 and 120 animals, being the largest herd outside Africa. The reason why the hippos thrive is because they found an incredible evolutionary opportunity here. They don't have any natural predator, and also the climate helps. In Africa, droughts are the way the population of hippos are controlled naturally. But in this part of Colombia, that phenomenon doesn't occur as often as in Africa. And also, they are making the age of reproducing earlier than in Africa for this climate, making that in 2035 they will be a herd of 1,400 hippos in the waters of Colombia. The hippos are presenting a lot of consequences in the country. One of them is that they are altering the ecosystem because they are displacing native species like the manatee, which is already under threat of extinction, and also put in danger the fishing because they are altering the chemicals of the river. How an animal can alter the chemicals of a river? Well, the stool of the hippos are polluting the water, and also their heavy footsteps makes that the sediments raise and degrades and erosionate the soil of the river. That's why scientists are searching solutions to stop the increasing of the hippos in Colombia. But the both of the principal options are pretty controversial. The first one is to cool them, and the second one is to castrate at least 30 of these animals per year. The idea of castration is expensive. This procedure cost 36,000 pounds between 2011 and 2019, with only 4 hippos sterilized. And that's not everything. It's a dangerous procedure. The veterinarian Carlos Valderrama said that when he make a castration to a male hippo which it was already sedated, the crane that they used to the procedure almost tip. He said that this animal can weigh for sure 5 tons, and they are also pretty aggressive. The other idea, even though it's cheaper, that is cooling, the population in Colombia are against this. They can't understand that a species that look pretty cute and had a big size, it could be considered as an invasive species. They are used to that invasive species are smaller or plants, but in this case, no, they are grand and heavy. So that's why when they make the report of the idea, the people in Colombia start to make dare and abuse threats to the biologist Natalie Castelblanco. Yes, Colombians are really against this idea. But why no relocating the hippos? Basically, portkey teens of hippos is not a cheap idea, and also we don't know from where these hippos come. We don't know if they bring these hippos from the wildlife in Africa or if they were born in captivity already. And also, they will bring new pathogens to a place where animals are not used to it. It's also known that these animals, the cocaine hippos, wouldn't survive in another wildlife different from the Colombian. They will be living in a place different from this, where they develop. So at the end, yes, sadly, but killing the hippos was unlikely to happen soon.